What is up, guys? RGT85 here, and today on the channel we're looking at a game that honestly I had no intentions on covering, but here we are. A review copy ended up in my inbox, and I could say that I'm happy that I decided to check out this game. And this is the LEGO Harry Potter collection for the Nintendo Switch. Now, this is a remastered edition of the original release of the game. It features both years 1 through 4 and 5 through 7 in the Harry Potter universe. Now, going into this game, honestly, there was two things that it had going against it as far as my likes of what I would enjoy. The LEGO games are cool, I feel. I used to play them a lot on the PS2, but they definitely got kind of boring to me. I used to play like LEGO Star Wars, LEGO Indiana Jones, LEGO Batman, and they were fun, but it just felt sort of very similar. All of the games are sort of blended together, in my opinion, so I wasn't, the biggest fan of them. And as time went on, I just sort of stopped playing them. And then, of course, there is the Harry Potter aspect of the game. Now, I know what you're saying to yourself, RGT, you do not seem like a Harry Potter fan. And you would be somewhat correct if you said that about a year or so ago. But I was actually dating this girl, and she was absolutely disgusted that I never saw any of the Harry Potter movies. She came to town, she brought every Harry Potter movie there was, and we sat there and watched them over a period of 2 days. So I don't really necessarily like the series, but I'm familiar with it enough to sort of talk about it, and it's not the worst thing in the world. But this game's honestly not too bad. So as you can see, I am playing the 1 through 4 episode right now. I haven't checked out 5 through 7 just because of time constraints, but I've put about 2 or 3 hours into this mode, and I can honestly say, there's some fun to be had. So obviously, Harry Potter is very big on spells, witchcraft, you go to Hogwarts. I'm not going to sit here and explain the whole plot to you. When you start out the game, you start in the leaky cauldron, as you can see here, and you can do some different things in here. You can, come up here and go upstairs. Of course, you're always collecting little bits and things like that to keep your money up, and so that you can buy other stuff. By coming over here, you can check out all the cinematics that you've unlocked in the game. Logos, Magic Begins, stuff like that. So I'll just show you guys a brief cinematic because I don't know how many cinematics we'll come across in this little Let's Play of the game. But as you can see here, it's all scenes from the movie, just sort of reenacted in a Lego style with the characters that are featured in the movie. And of course, that little Lego charm and that little Lego, sort of humor that they like to incorporate in their stuff. So if you ever want to watch any of the previous cutscenes and things like that, you can do that by going into this area of the leaky cauldron. Now we are going to go out onto the main street here, and we can check out some stuff here. As you can see though, the game looks pretty good. This is a remastered collection that is also coming out on the Xbox One and the Nintendo Switch. This of course is the Nintendo Switch version of the game, but it looks very clean. Lego games aren't necessarily like the most gorgeous games in the world, so it's not like it's super hard, but you can see the lighting is nice, and the effects are nice. Of course, you are constantly building different things in Lego stuff with your different spells and things like that. This is where we go to progress the game. We will go there in just a moment, but let's head outside and we'll check that area out next. Get some of these bits while I'm at it. So here's Diagon Alley. Now, in this alley, you can basically, there's little things to interact with and things like that. You could throw guys around and piss them off. But the real main thing about this area is this is where you can use your little bits to basically buy different things. So you can buy... most of the characters I have are locked. I did get like 1 or 2 of them. You could buy different costumes and things like that to use in the free play mode of the game. So if you're into stuff like that, that's pretty cool. There's obviously a lot of fan service in this game. It's definitely a game that is based on fan service. If you are a Harry Potter fan, you will probably very much enjoy this game. And of course, there's different people. You could buy the gold blocks, which are, essential for progressing through the game and things like that. Just a nice little area here, different things to explore, different things to pick up. Whee! But let's get into the actual game itself. Let's dive into Hogwarts so that I can become a Ravenclaw student, because that's obviously my goal in life, is to be a Ravenclaw student and to be Harry Potter, because that's really how I expected to, spend my Friday. So basically, like I said, you can access your main stuff here. Come over here. and we will advance the story. And of course, it does follow the plot of all of the movies. So if you've seen the movies, you pretty much know what to expect in order to happen, you know, but that's sort of a good thing in my opinion. They don't really stray too far from the source material, so that's cool. As you can see here, we're at the Quidditch stands. We just had to save Harry Potter because his thing basically went crazy, his little broom, when he was riding around playing Quidditch stuff. I know too much about this stuff. It's kind of strange. All right, leave me alone, buddy. I'll check that stuff out another time. I wanted to show you guys some gameplay from it. Unfortunately, because of time constraints, I'm not going to be able to do like a full review on the game. But from what I've played so far, there is a lot to enjoy. So you follow this little ghost dude. He basically, you know, he's basically your sort of indication of where you need to go next. Because the area is pretty big, honestly. There's a lot of different stuff to explore, which I like. You know, I like just sort of getting lost in the world of Hogwarts, which is something I never thought I would say, but here we are saying something like that. So you can switch between the different characters. You have access to your spells by hitting L and R trigger. You can also bring up a menu. And we'll use Lumos Solar, or whatever the hell it's called, to get past that. As far as complaints are concerned with the game, I do have two sort of smaller complaints. So you can free target in this game by holding down Y, and sometimes I feel like the auto target sort of it doesn't really go to where you want it to go, and sometimes it could sort of mess you up a little bit. And another thing that I noticed is, I don't know if I'm just, so like now we're Ron Weasley, he can use Scabbers, which is the little mouse dude, and like you press A to do it, but if you kind of like hold A, it doesn't do anything. You have to like tap A. So I don't know, that's just kind of weird to me. I felt like I don't see why I couldn't just hold A, because holding A so far in the game doesn't do anything unique or anything. All right, I need a broom or something here, dude. I gotta get across this. But those were two of the complaints that I sort of had. Also, the Nintendo Switch version of the game is $50, whereas the Xbox one is $40. So that kind of sucks. I guess, you know, the Switch tax is in effect with this. Oh, okay, I could just build the bridge back. Let's hop on the broom. But yeah, that was kind of a bit of a downer, I felt, you know. Oh, we got a little cutscene going. Music's so cheerful. It's Christmas time in the land of Hogwarts. Woo, and there's presents for me. So most of the missions, you're basically just sort of solving puzzles. Sometimes you're combating people and enemies and things like that. And now everyone is in the Christmas spirit here. All of these little Santa hats are new, so that's pretty cool that they do specific things based on specific times. Can interact with some of the paintings as well. I don't know, like, this was a game that I just had no interest in, and I'm actually glad that I ended up getting a review copy of it, because I probably would have just, you know, looked past it. It was, you know, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, I'm not the biggest Lego fan, but I've actually been really enjoying the game. It's a really fun sort of adventure. I think it's very well done. There are a few minor complaints, like I mentioned, with the targeting. Sometimes feels a bit wonky, and the fact that you have to tap A instead of holding A, which, you know, it's not the biggest deal in the world, but it does get a bit cumbersome when you're sort of, you know, trying to do something in a timely manner. But aside from that, like, it's actually a very enjoyable game. It seems like a really well done, you know, port slash remaster. The graphics, like I said, very clean, very crisp. I played the game quite a bit. Actually played most of the game in handheld mode. Capturing this footage is the first time that I've played it docked, and the handheld mode looks absolutely great as well. It's very crisp, very vibrant, and the colors and everything like that. No performance issues that I've noticed between handheld and docked mode. Looks and runs pretty much the same. Now we have an invisibility cloak unlocked. That's cool. So we'll do this little we'll do this little section here, and then I think you guys pretty much have a good indication though of, you know, what this game offers, what to expect with this game. If you've played these games previously, you know, obviously there's probably nothing new for you to see here, but if you haven't, or you just want to revisit the world of Hogwarts again, it's a good addition to the Nintendo Switch, honestly. They did a really good job with the port. It's fun, and I've enjoyed it probably way too much, way more than I thought I would have enjoyed it. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at Lego Harry Potter collection on the Nintendo Switch. Let me know what you think about this game in the comments section down below, if you've had your eye on this game, if you're a fan of Harry Potter, or if you could care less about Harry Potter and the Harry Potter universe. And thank you guys for checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Later.